Welcome, guys, back to my channel. David Sikanemi Comic here, bringing you another market watch on 5 comic books. I guess you can call this all key or minor key, first appearance, call it whatever. But I got 5 books here that it doesn't really go with the trend of nowadays market. Everybody's just talking about new releases, so and so. But I want to kind of deep go through some of the books that we might know, we might not know. But anyway, um, before I get started, let me shout out to my boys at 789 Comics. Use the code SNMC to get your 10% discount on all the orders that you put on through 789 Comics. It's not a one-time thing. It's all through. So if you ordered 5 times, 10 times, 20 times through 79 Comic, you can use the code many times as you like. So use that code again, SNMC, for your 10% discount on all your order through 789 Comics. All right, so with that said, let's go find out what the first book is. This is, boom, Who is Shadowhawk? Remember this during the 90s? Ooh, yeah. From Image. I think this was done by, God. Oh, geez. I'm going to kill myself for this one, but let's find out. Shadowhawk, issue number 1. This is a newsstand, and there is a direct that doesn't have a chin. All right. So let's go through what this book does. I put here newsstand, and so this is the direct. All right. The Who is in black, embroidered, and there's no chin, so it just has the mask. All right. Asking $3 of best offer. Here's 2. Asking for $11.99. Here's another one for $4.49. $3.75. Issue number 3. Nope. Where here's 1. Jim Valentino. Thank you. As for the newsstand, doesn't have that embroidered that black Valentino there. There's this one buy now for $5. Here's one newsstand and direct with coupon inside for $9.99. Here's another one. Kind of messed up. Just like has a creases here for $19.90. Jeez. Here's one that newsstand for $3.50. So we can say this is about $3, about $4 to $5. $4 to $5, I would say. $10, I don't know. Yeah, they're saying that back in the day is like almost like 1 on 100 type of ratio, because you get 100 direct to 1 newsstand. So let's find out what it does, what it sold for. There's one for $19.99 that best offer was taken, so probably about maybe $14. Here's 198 in the newsstand for $157. Wow. Oh, here's one that's for $3.75. Here's another one for $2.75. $8 or $9 to buy now, or we got $1.61. Wow. Here's one direct for $5, $5, $6, $2, $11, $3. So you can kind of see that 9.8 does still. Wow. Back in April 18th. The recent one in February 14th. May 1 was the earliest one. Yeah. April. Well, yeah, April 18th, 9.8 for $157. All right. The other recent one was at February, nope, April 3rd for $3.75. So until this is being announced that this might actually have live action, it's gonna be a $5 book, but in a 9.8. So for $157. So who knows? Mine looks pretty clean. Not a 9.8, but looks clean. All right. The next one here. I was kind of surprised that this cover was done by no other than Adam Hughes. The Legions, the Legends, not Legion. Legends of the Stargazers. Hangers. Legends of the Stargazers. Jesus. Cover done. It's a wraparound cover done by Adam Hughes. I think he had done the first. I think he did all 7 issues. I think. Um, but yeah, by innovation, pretty cool cover. Adam Hughes. Who knew? Had to find out the hard way. Um, Bought it, thought the cover was pretty cool. Then later to find out, yeah, it was done by Adam Hughes. So let's see what this book does here. 9.0, $79, almost $80 here. We got issue 1 and 2, Adam Hughes cover, 19.99. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, missing the 5, 39. Issue number 4. I'm looking for issue number 1. Here's 1 through 6 for $71. Um, here's a 9.8 asking 229. Oh, Legend of La Rosa Blanca. That's pretty nice. Lyrics editions. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at that. All right. Okay, so 229, so $230 for 9.8. What else we got? We got trade paperback. We got an issue number 4 and 5 for $18. Here's one, a high grade for, oh, it's on auction. 4 days left, $5.99. Here's one asking for $19.99. Um, early Adam Hughes cover. Wonder whatever happened to this. Still going for that much. All right, for $16 here. I think that's pretty much it. 9.8 for $500. Jeez, getting her butt spanked. All right. I still need to read what the hell this is all about. Seems like there's a lot of spanking and things. So I don't know. Look at that. $49.99. Here's one that's like $500 asking. All right. So average about, I don't know. You can say probably about $10 to $15. Yeah, 10 to 15. You said. All right. So let's see what this book is selling for. Boom. All right, number 3 for $9 on a bid. Here's all 6 complete set for $125. Here's one for $14.99, so $15. $40 for the for a whole set. Here's one for $8 and $15. So yeah, who's selling right around what I thought it would be, about $5 to $10. Uh, there's more here, $40, 1 through 4. Here's $12. Here 98 sold for $107. Um, yeah, 1 through 6 for 90, 80. So the last one that was sold back in May 8th on the number 3, the whole series 1 through 6 for 125. March 20th for $15, $40 for a whole set, $10 for issue number 2, $8 back in March 16th, and March 8th for $15. Not bad, not bad. Still very affordable. Key, early Adam Hughes cover, and there's a lot of stargazers going on there. So yeah, I mean, it could be a key. I think it's a key. It's issue number 1, right? And also Adam Hughes cover. And I don't think there's many of these books that was printed, so I would say it's a minor key. Yeah. So thumbs up. All right. The firework has begun. All right, the next one here is War of the Realms Agent. This is the second printing, 1 out of 25 Virgin, covered down by In-Hyuk Lee. And let's see what this book does. All right. So we might get some Agents of Atlas in the new upcoming Shang-Chi. All right. So War of the Realms Agents, issue number 1, 1 out of 25. So we got here trade dress for $10. Here's one asking for 140, 98 for 230, 98 for 30 here, 11, 9, 10, 24. Wow, it's pretty much all around the board. 19. There's one that's signed by Lee, I guess, for 200, um, 50, 15. So not too much of this Virgin right here. 9-8 signed by Ji Hyung Lee, not In Hyuk Lee. Talk about screwing up some Korean artists here. My bad. $70. So we can probably say on a trade dress is probably about $15 to $20. And a Virgin, it's the only Virgin that I saw asking for 140, signed for about 500. Let's find out what it sold for. All right, the last one, April 4, $15. 98 on the trade dress, 35, 30. You remember when this was selling for about $200-300 raw? But right now, 98, 124. Talk about coming back. Right here, we got $75 back in March 17 on a 9-8. We got 9-6 signed by Ji Hyung Lee, Lee Ji Young, or yeah, anyway, 128 on a 9-6, 44, 10, 12, 17, 26 back in April 29. All right, May 4th, 31. You can kind of see right here. 31, May 5th, March 15. $69, $12 on a bid, 98, 44, 35. I think that's pretty much it. Let's see here. So there's one. Where was it? Here we go. March 17, 98, so forth, $74. So when it comes to trade dress, about 40. Raw, we're looking about $12-15. So way under ratio, but if you can get a 9-8, probably can make up that little extra penny. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. 1 of 25 Virgin. I wonder if this is a store. You know what? Hold on. I wonder if this is a store variant or not. Nope. It just says second printing, Virgin, 1 of 25. I think the trade dress was just a regular. All right, the next one here. I really don't understand if this was the very first, but somebody told me it's not. But anyway, the market has decided that this is the very first appearance of She-Ra, He-Man, and the Masters of the Universe, issue number 18. I wonder if there's a newsstand for this because all I saw was direct, but let's find out together. First appearance of She-Ra. I know that back then this was going for at least about $80 to $100. Let's find out what it's selling for now. Asking $90 a best offer, $80 a best offer, 98 for $600. Jesus, I wonder if mine is a 90 candidate. It could be. I don't see any. All right. 80 bucks, $76, $70, 65, 74. So we can probably say it's about 65 to $65 to $75. All right. So I don't see any newsstand on this. I wonder if there's a newsstand. Hmm. All right. So about 65 to I don't know, $80. Let's just say $65 to $80 is the asking price, depending on the condition of the book. All right. So let's find out what it's being sold for. Boom. Wow, $99 of best offer was taken. Um, here's a bid auction for $60. Right. Let's hold on. Collectibles, show more collectibles, um, comic books. There we are. Dang, sorry about that. All right, so $99, May 18th, $99 of best, $100 of best offer. Probably sold for $80. Um, the whole complete set, 1 through 19, for $130. Here's one at an auction on May 14th for $59, $6 in shipping, so about 65. Here's a 9.6 that sold for $122.50 on a 19 bids. Here's one sold for $100. Wow. $7 delivery back in May 3rd. And here's one in a 9.6 for $250, a best offer. Here's a CBCS 200. Here's a 9.8, $308. Here's one 72 or $73, 165 on a 9.6, $61 on an auction back in March 30th, $50, $71. So yeah, wow, it's not a cheap book, but it is selling average about 60 to not even 60. Look, there's $100 here, 60, $100 here. So we can kind of say, depending on a condition, how near a 9.6 or 9.8 can be. Sells for about $100. If it's a 9.6, we're looking at about 100 what? 130 $130. Geez, April 28th for 250. Here's one auction May 3 weeks later. Okay. It's pretty much all over the board, so we can probably say this book is range about $80 to $100. $80 to $100 on a near mint copy. First appearance of Shira. Not an easy book to find as well, too. All right, this last one here. Gotta love to show some love to the Canadians. All right, so we got a first appearance of Alpha Flight. Right, this is the direct. There's a newsstand, and there's also Canadian price for, I think it's for like $1.25. You can kind of tell us from here, from the price guide, price right here. Um, this is a dollar, so this is US. $1.25 is a Canadian, and look for the one here that's a direct, and there's a barcode that is newsstand. So let's see. All right, we got a 9.6 asking for 70, very fine condition asking for $5. Here's a newsstand version asking for $3. $5 on the newsstand, direct for 8. Um, asking for $10, $5. So 9.6 asking for 73. So we can say this is about what, $3 to $6 book, depending on the condition, right? So 15, as I scroll, it's going to ask for a little bit more, but yeah, so 17. So we can say about what, five to $8. Let's just call it $5 to $8, because look here, we got 5, 4, 5, and 8. So $5 to $8 is the asking price for very fine to near mint minus copy. And let's see what it's sold for, guys. All right. First appearance of Alpha Flight in a cameo, 105 and a 9.0. Here's one, 94. Wow, 1750. Interesting. Interesting. In May 20th. All right, May 20th, $12.74. Um, so it sold for a little bit more than I thought it would be. Man, I remember I saw this cover. I thought it was pretty cool. I could have picked up at least about 5 copies in near mint, but it's past it for $1. Not bad. 98, 100. 98, 100. First appearance of Puck. Puck, like a puck as in hockey puck. I don't know. He's a short dude. He's a stubby, hairy guy. I mean, if you come on here, let me show you. You probably know. I mean, here, that's Puck right there, the shortest guy, right? All right, so that's pretty much it for Alpha Flight 1750 to $10. Not bad, not bad. Um, wow, I went way over 20 minutes. So anyway, before I end this, once again, shout out to my boys at 789 Comic. Use the code SNMC and to get all this great variants, cover and issues and back issues. Go check them out. Once again, use that code SNMC to get your 10% discount on all your orders. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Shoot.